Stott. And the popularity that the Southeast Gassers has gained over the last few years has obviously influenced the number of cars being built, and therefore the number of people who are reading the rules and in some cases misinterpreting what those rules actually say. So we've developed a series of videos called Rules of the Game. And the purpose of this is to very clearly define in picture as well as voice what is and is not accepted in the Southeast Gassers A and C gas categories. The white letter on these, this is something that you definitely did not see come around until really the mid to later 70s, when you started seeing the white letter or the big tall white letters on these cars. What we're talking about here is the fact that, you know, Hoosier is a great tire company, and personally for me in my career, I think they're the best tire company out there. That's not the point. The point is that we cannot advertise for any tire company, regardless of who it is, Hoosier or any other brand, Goodyear for that matter, not in the sense of the letters painted white on the tire. Just simply take paint thinner or lacquer thinner, whatever, and remove this and come off of there, and that's fine. That's all that we're asking.
Get into the wheelie bars again. We're here with Kenneth's Silver Streak Chevy 2, and I'm using Kenneth's car because Kenneth built the car and he had the wheelie bar wrong and he had to change it. And the wheel on the modern wheelie bar is back behind the plate. Well, back in the old days, they just used an old caster and welded it to a leaf spring or whatever they had, and it was always under here. And that was the look the wheelie bars were in the 60s. Well, Kenneth had already built this wheelie bar, so what he done, and you can do this to any modern wheelie bar, this used to be welded here. He just cut it off and put it down there. Works great. And but the reason the wheelie bars changed was in the old days, like I say, it was just an old caster welded onto whatever they had or bolted on, and that's what they used for wheelie bars. Well, somewhere along the mid-70s, the cars really started getting lower to the ground because the tires and the tracks got better. And they moved the wheel back here because they gained about 4 inches. As the cars got lower, this was hitting the bumpers or the valance panel. So that's when the look of the wheelie bar changed.
This is an example of a commonly used, widely accepted Holley carburetor that can be purchased from your local auto parts store, new, off the shelf, out of the box, what have you, for use in the Southeast Gasser Association in both A and C gas categories. The main thing that we're after here is this coating of color, anodized, iridated gold color that would have been on the Holley carburetors, the Quadrajets, Carter AFBs, what have you, of that era. The milling off of the choke horns, these are some things that are accepted or modifications to these carburetors. The choke horns can be milled off. There's a lot of modifications that can be done internally. That, of course, we don't care about. What we care about is the external appearance of these carburetors. As you can see, there's nothing fancy about this one. It's just a bone stock Holley carburetor. Now, what we really want to emphasize is the fact that, again, Carters, Quadrajets, things of that nature are accepted. If you have questions about what you're using, then please email or contact Wayne Stott or someone associated with the Southeast Gassers Association to answer that question before you invest your money. Now, what we really want to show is something that is certainly not accepted as a Holley carburetor. This Holley carburetor here, basically the same version as what I was showing you earlier, but this has like a chrome-plated finish on it. That is far from accepted in the Southeast Gassers in either category, A or C gas, and the reason being is, again, has nothing to do with the late 60s and period correctness. So carburetors, original factory Holleys in their natural color, not the chrome plated or any chrome plated carburetor.
I'm lucky to be alive.